Hello everyone! This is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome one and all to this newest edition of the Running on Empty Food Review series. I'm your host, The Report of the Week. Thanks for checking in. McDonald's is one of those establishments, in my opinion anyway, that's really in touch with what's going on in the world. I think that they are one of those establishments that I think you realistically could call them a trendsetter. They are very in tune with whatever is being talked about on social media. They are on the ball when it comes down to what is all the rage in pop culture today. A lot of people lately have been talking about UFOs and aliens and extraterrestrials and whatnot. And McDonald's, they went ahead and they did it. Not that this has anything to do with what I just said, but they went ahead and did it anyway. They released the cheesy jalapeno bacon quarter pounder with cheese. And I'm going to focus the camera just like that. The name might sound a little bit redundant, but McDonald's, they said, it could be redundant. We're just going to call it that anyway. The cheesy jalapeno bacon quarter pounder with cheese. It is the latest deluxe burger that McDonald's is premiering on their menu. You can get it as a meal deal, or you can just get the burger itself. It's available as either a single or a double, depending on how ravenous your appetite may be. And here is what comes on it. It has beef, of course they're famous, they say always fresh beef, quarter pounder thereof, American cheese, bacon strips, jalapeno, and a cheddar cheese sauce. So what they try to say is we have the premium beef here. This is going to be like a deluxe sort of burger. It's going to have that crispy bacon on it, and then it's going to have some spice in the form of the jalapeno peppers. And it's going to be extra cheesy. It's going to have the American cheese slices, which if you've had a quarter pounder from McDonald's before, then you're definitely well aware of those. It also, though, has this cheddar cheese sauce on it. So I guess if a lot of people want something that's extra cheesy, with a little bit of spice as well, then they say this is the burger for you. It's available at the price of $8, just for the burger itself. So it's certainly not the cheapest item in the world, but again, they try to say, well, it's a premium item, limited time, it has a flavor profile that is supposedly unique to this item. You're going to be getting a good amount of food as well. So they say, see, that makes the price of $8 justifiable. I think that's a bit steep, but, you see that a lot these days. I got the burger by itself. Comes in this box right here. You might say, right, there's the golden arches. You might say, well, why does it have 2 stripes on the box, right? You see that? 2 stripes. Because burger is 2 syllables. Burger. That's why. And it has flavors to love, as it says. Let's open this up, see what we have. Oh, wow, I could smell the jalapeno right away. Sometimes you get that with these sorts of items. You could really just smell it. And there it is, getting a close-up view right away. Let's see. It actually pretty much resembles the advertisement. I'll give credit where credit is due here. It's a pretty photogenic looking item. See the American cheese slices right there. Jalapeno, the beef. There's the bacon as well. And there you could see on the top bun more of the jalapenos as well as the cheddar cheese sauce. on the top. Let's see. On the bottom, looks like there's more cheese there. So, with that said, I just want to do a real straightforward review today. You know what's on it. I know what's on it. We all know what's on it. It's supposed to, again, be spicy and cheesy. And with that being all that there is to it, let's just see if it's any good or not. So, the cheesy jalapeno bacon quarter pounder with cheese from McDonald's going in. Alright, I just wanted to do a very straightforward review today, hence why I kind of skipped through most of that. I just didn't want to really sit here for 5 minutes just staring at the camera. So, I had a bunch of bites. You can see right there in the cross-section, it's a complete sandwich, definitely is. And you could just kind of see some of the cheese there, the meat, the bacon, etc. I am happy to say that I am very pleased with the quality of this item. Not only, of course, of the quality of the ingredients themselves, but how everything came together. And I think this is a good burger. When I saw the advertisement for this, I essentially figured that it could go one of two ways, because you see this a lot with fast food. And I also know, having tried enough of this stuff, there are certain establishments that, generally speaking, of course there are always exceptions, but generally they will either do a good job or it's just going to be absolutely god-awful. And it's usually one or the other. And when I saw this, my chief concern was that I was worried that the cheese was going to be of low quality and that it was just going to be to excess. So you would just have this perhaps otherwise good burger that would just be smothered in absolute garbage and would take a good concept and an otherwise good item and absolutely ruin it. Especially what concerned me at first was the cheddar cheese sauce. I thought, that's really going to be a crucial factor here. And if it winds up being just, again, this low-quality garbage paste that really couldn't even be considered food, yeah, it's not going to be good. It's going to be really gross, actually. But if it's even just acceptable quality, then it's probably going to be all right. And again, when this is fast food we're talking about, it could go either way, as we've seen time and again. I am, again, though, pleased to say this item turned out quite nicely. All the components here are of good quality. The quarter pounder is tender. So by that I mean the beef, of course. It's tender, it's juicy, flavorful. Nice little saltiness to it as well, but nothing to excess. And it's just very flavorful. It's a good quality burger. I have always been a fan of the quarter pounder burgers from a McDonald's. And if anything, I feel as though their quality has actually been improving somewhat over the last few years, and it's just a good quality burger, so I am impressed with that. The bacon as well, a good amount of it, crispy, but it's, they got the texture just right. Adds a little bit of a crispy crunch, but it's not to the point where it'll break your teeth, and it's not chewy or soggy or any of that. They got the bacon just right as well. Good quality there. Then we get into the cheese and the jalapeno. The American cheese is very standard. It's exactly what you would figure. You would expect from McDonald's, of course. Where, yeah, it's not the highest quality in the world, but it's whatever. It's the exact same thing that they put on their burger. And it complements the beef nicely. Again, yeah, it's not necessarily gourmet, but it does the job. That's good enough. And then the two new ingredients, the jalapeno and the cheddar cheese sauce. And here's the good news. Those two ingredients complement each other quite nicely. In the very first bite that I took, I had a jalapeno right away, along with the cheddar cheese sauce that the jalapeno was kind of covered in. Those two complemented each other again very nicely, and they paired very nicely likewise with all of the other ingredients. The jalapeno spice is not overwhelming, and I think that's to be expected. It's not the spiciest sandwich by any means, nothing even close to it. More or less, it is a flavorful spice. It's not going to be something where you're going to have tears in your eyes, and your face is going to get beet red, and you're going to be going crazy, and you're going to be convulsing from the extreme spice. Not at all. Instead, there's going to be spice. It's going to be noticeable, but it's going to be tolerable. It's going to be bearable, and it's going to be flavorful. The cheddar cheese sauce is also flavorful, and it complements that jalapeno, as I said, very nicely. They're just two flavors that work well together. It adds to the overall experience, and because the cheddar cheese sauce is a bit thicker, it's well distributed, there's a good amount of it. You get it in every single bite of this burger, in addition to the American cheese also on it. So, I'd say it's a flavorful cheeseburger with some flavorful spice, good ingredients, and everything just works nicely. It's a little pricey, $8, but yeah, I'm happy with it. Again, yeah, it's just some cheese and some jalapenos on this. I know it's not the most remarkable combination in the world, but I like it. I think they did a good job. Quality is there. I would recommend it. So McDonald's did a good job, aside from the price. Tastes good, and I think you'll like it too. Especially, again, if you like that cheese and a little bit of spice, then check it out. Get it while the getting's good. Therefore, out of 10, I'm going to be giving the cheesy jalapeno bacon quarter pounder with cheese from McDonald's an 8.4 out of 10. I'm happy with it, and that's all that I have. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm your host, The Report of the Week.